Hi everyone, I'm sorry for disappearing for a little bit. I got off of social media, but don't worry, I am back and better than ever with better content. I'm gonna explain why I was off of social media, and then I'm gonna do a little story time. So today I'm gonna be doing a little mukbang slash story time. So let's see if it works. If it does work, then do be expecting my story times being mukbangs. But if this doesn't work out, then this is gonna be my first and my last time. But let me go ahead and dive in before my food gets
I got my nails done and I don't know how to act, so I'm gonna be talking a lot with my hands because I never do long nails.
Alrighty, I'm super excited, so let's go ahead and get right in. So this is what my corn dogs look like. And then this is what my tteokbokki looks like. So before we go ahead and get started, I do like to thank God for letting me eat another meal today. So let's go ahead and just thank him really quick. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get right in. So I want to go ahead and take bites for you guys real quick, and then I'll go ahead and get into my story. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. It's a sugary one. So that's a regular corn dog with sugar. It's so delicious, guys. Woo! Okay, this one I know what it is. So it's a regular corn dog, but it's a rice cake corn dog, and I'm so excited because I really love rice cakes. Therefore, I really love the tteokbokki. I love how chewy it is. Alright, this is one of my favorite ones. This is squid ink with some sugar. Still got a little cheese pool. Amazing. It's super cute too because it looks like a little squid. And then this is mozzarella with sugar. Not really a cheese pull, but that's okay. Super cute potato one. I think this one's just sausage. It's so little. Okay, so I completely forgot I was doing a story time, so let's go ahead and get into that. So I'm a very superstitious person. I do believe in brujeria and all of that. So let me tell you guys why I got off social media. A lot of bad situations were going on. It was just too much, and I was like, what's going on? My sparkle slowly was becoming dull again, and I was just not being that happy Amber that I am. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't being that happy Amber that I am, so we were like, what? We're like, what's going on? And then so an idea popped into my head, and I did the limpia de huevo. And come to find out, it was like little piquitos going to each other, like a canyon almost. Did our research, and it turned out that I had alguien me tenía ojo, meaning somebody was very envious of me. It did scare me a little. So I got off of every platform of social media. I haven't been posting, and honestly, I'm so much happier now. I'm like, my spirit is lifted. I've been getting closer to God, and it's really good. I'm really happy. I have the people I need, and it's just, I'm really happy. So yeah, that's why I got off of social media.
Honestly, I forget to eat while I talk because I get too much into the conversation, so I want to still try to eat, but it's so hard. So I'm going to go in with the cheesy one. I'm going to dip it in my tteokbokki. I always see Stephanie Sue do this, so I'm trying to see what it's about. Alright. Honestly, guys, if you guys watch mukbangs and you haven't seen them yet, go check out Stephanie Sue and Veronica Wang. Those two are my favorite. I don't understand how all these mukbangers can stay so neat. I'm like, and everything's like.
So I believe there is an entity here at my house. It's a little girl. So let me go ahead. Well, I don't know. You guys can be the judge of that. So, story number 1. My room used to be downstairs. And there were several nights where I would get nightmares. And not only nightmares, but I would have really, really, really bad sleep paralysis. But it was like consecutive, like multiple times. So when it would happen, I would just be like, oh my gosh. I'd pray on Our Father and then be like, okay, just go back to sleep and then wake up. So then sure enough, it would help. But this last time before I moved up here, I was sleeping and then I felt my body being rocked. So I'm laying there, like not being able to move, and I'm like, oh, not again. And then I just hear, so I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's my dad. So I look to the side, because so my thought process is, okay, I'm paralyzed. Hopefully my dad will see that I am paralyzed and he'll try to wake me up. So let me try to get his attention somehow. So I looked to the side and I saw a really big black dark figure, and it was super tall, and it was very, very smoky around it. It was really scary. My dad still thinks it's the devil. I'm not sure. I hope it wasn't, but I just know it was something that really brought shivers down my spine. So I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's not my dad. So I got goosebumps. I just didn't feel right. I was very uneasy. So I tried to break out of it super, I was like, come on, Amber, come on. So I broke out of it and I ended up running and I slept with my dad. So that was the first story. Pause really quick on the story. I don't know what this is. It's not a rice cake. It's fish cake. Okay, so for my second story. So I had my Yorkie for a really long time. I had her for 7 years because we got her right when we had moved in. So Shelby was my everything. She was my comfort. I would sleep with her. I just needed my Shelby and Shelby needed me, right? Christmas Day 2019. Unfortunately, we came home to Shelby drowned in our pool. But it didn't make sense to us because Shelby was very, very intelligent, more than any other dog. I honestly felt like it was a old lady trapped in a dog body just because she was so smart, and so it was crazy. We had put her outside in those previous 7 years, so to find her drowned, it was crazy. It was like a horrible day. It was just bad. So we have cameras. So we looked at the cameras and we saw that she was happily walking by the pool and something kicked her in the pool. So the entity is obviously not only in the house but outside the house, and it's angry, and we don't understand why it's angry, but we don't want to open any doors, so we don't want to talk to it or anything. We just kind of not focus on it. So that was the second story. I lost my baby to the angry entity. Third story. My room used to be downstairs, like I mentioned, and I was with my aunt. I have this little cousin. Her and her little brother were over, and we were in my room. So it was my aunt, my little cousin, the boy, and then it was the love of my life, and then it was me, and we were watching a movie, right? So I don't want to say her actual name just because of her privacy, so I'm going to go ahead and call her Isabella, and then I'm going to call my little cousin, that's a boy, Sebastian. So it was my aunt, Sebastian, Isabella, and me. So we bring in the dogs. So at this point, we no longer had Shelby, but we did have Dory, and we got a new dog, Beast, and she is a Canary Mastiff mixed with a Rottweiler. So she's a mix. But she's really big, so we like to play a Lovo game with her. I don't know if it's just my family. We like building a fort and then calling my dog Beast, and we we pretend she's a wolf. A wolf is a lobo. So we try to hide in the little casita, the little fort, and then Beast will try to like get in, but you know, we don't let her, so it's like really fun. So anyways, Isabella says, I want to go get Dory. And then, so we never really see her leave the room. Keep in mind the door was shut. So then we see Isabella running back and forth in front of my bed with Beast. And Beast, like a happy dog, just chasing Isabella, right? And you guys know when a dog gets on something, it look like they just put their whole weight. Imagine somebody trying to pick up a dog. You know how that looks, how they kind of like not squirrel, but squirm all around. Well, that's what we saw. We started seeing Isabella pick up Beast onto the bed, right? And we were like, Isabella, stop. No, like, don't put Beast on the bed. Don't put Beast on the bed. And Isabella wasn't listening. So me and my aunt were like, Isabella. So I got up, like, I was laying down and I got up and I was like, Isabella. So right when I was like, Isabella comes in through the door. She opens the door. She's like, I can't find Dory anywhere. And me and my aunt were like, so we grabbed the kids and we ran out of my room. It was crazy. It was because we clearly saw a little girl. So that's why I feel like we are being haunted by a little girl. But I don't know, because it didn't look like a little girl when I got paralyzed. So I don't know. Leave it down in the comments what you guys think it is. Some background about my house. There was a couple. The husband passed away in a motorcycle accident, but it wouldn't make sense for him to be haunting this house if he didn't pass away in the house. But I'm sure he would want to be with his wife, you know? So it doesn't explain for the little girl it doesn't explain for a little girl to be haunting this house.